Was your ban on the 5.8 Claymore? It's dog shit for the characters that currently exist, but it's clearly a Claymore that's made for Ino, and we don't know what Ino does yet. So, it's hard to tell. The amount of stats provided by this is insane. Let me actually properly quantify that, by the way. So let's look at a character who would care about both the Elemental Mastery and the Energy Recharge. Okay? That is currently out. That is not a Claymore or a Hydro character, right? So, assuming you could have this 285 EM and 24 flat energy restoration on any character, how strong, how powerful would it be? Right? And I want to compare it to Catch on Xiangling. Right? Because Xiangling is a character that would care about the EM and that needs ER. And Catch is known to be a really powerful 4-star weapon. Right? So Catch versus Insight. Okay, in order to do that, I guess we need an ER calc. Probably have an ER sheet somewhere. A team where you care about Xiangling's damage. I guess there'd be two main ones. For now, let's look at Vape. I guess there isn't really a Vape Xiangling team that's played nowadays. But we can still use Xiangling as an example. Because people know how good Catch is on Xiangling, so we can help like properly conceptualize how good the new weapon is. Hydrotolpa Vape. Oh yeah, I guess we can look at on Xiangling in a like monopyro team against Tolpa. Sure, that's actually a good idea. I like that. So Xiangling would catch probably one Bennett E. You have 5 plus 4 from Arlecchino skill plus Guoba. I don't think you'd battery Seat Lally into her. And no one is on 5 here. Oh boy. These energy requirements are quite high. I guess that's why you go 5, huh? In that case, let's look at a team that generates more energy, right? So with on-field Bennett, that's like too much energy. Or let's say you battery or like skill into Xiangling. That's more reasonable, I think. And then here, okay. So you get to save about 60% ER from the effect, which is basically a main stat. So with Catch, that's 45 ER, right? 45 ER. So you need 190. Main stat, you need 140. Emblem, 120. Substats. Okay. And then here, with the new weapon, this is Emblem. That's kind of an annoying breakpoint. It's too little for ER sense to be good, but it's too much for substats to be comfortable. Right? You need about 25% more ER in substats, but you get to go for non-ER sense. Actually, is that true? In that team, you should go Cinder City. Xiangling, not Emblem. You know, I don't actually need to do a full calc like that. All I need to remember is that the 24 flat energy is worth the equivalent of about 60% ER. So Insight is like about 10 to 15% more ER than Catch. As long as we do that, then we're fine. So base attack, Catch is 510, right? But yeah, and on top of that, in present day, it's not that often that Emblem is optimal on Xiangling. Most of the time, you'd rather use a support set. So you don't get punished by getting your energy from flat refunds instead of energy recharge in the same way you would on Emblem. Flat refund doesn't increase damage percent from Emblem. Okay, so damage percent, flat attack, total attack. Wait, what am I doing? No, I already have those. EM, yeah, multiplier. E attack. No, crit value, crit multiplier, E attack. Okay. Attack percent. Yeah, let's say this is a team where you don't need ER sense. Our resonance, noblesse. And what else? Our resonance, noblesse, substats. That's probably it. With insight, for now, this stays the same. Damage percent, 46.6, 20 from noblesse, 15 from Fantasy 6. Wonder what else you go. I guess that's it here, right? So plus 32 from catch. EM. Oh. Okay, here we're definitely going EM Sands. 187 plus 96 plus about 100 in substats. Okay, here instead of 187, we have 165 and 120. No, it's 110 and 1. No, it's 165. Yeah, 165, 120. Good value. 60, 62.2, 20 times 6.6. And catch is 12 crit rate, right? So 24. And we still have to factor in the slightly lower, or the slightly more stats we get to allocate to stuff other than ER here. It requires about 15% less ER. So let's say those 3 rolls of ER are instead going 1 to attack, 1 to EM, 1 to crit. Effective attack. So, in terms of the amount of stats provided, the weapon is providing for characters that care about the stats it provides about as much as catch provides the Shenlong. So, theoretically, it's a really good weapon to have. The problem is, that's cool and all, but there's no character that is both good and wants these stats right now. Right? So, we'll have to see how Aino turns out. Excuse me, Dory is right there. True. True. Hey, that's actually not even wrong. It is actually a good weapon for Dory. I take a look at my enormous penis and my troubles start melting away. I take a look at my enormous penis and the happy times are coming to stay. I gotta sing and I dance when I glance in my pants and the feeling's like a sunshiny day. I take a look at my enormous penis. everything is going my way.